What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, we are going to touch on the stimulus package update because we got some good news there. According to multiple lawmakers, there will either be a vote later on tonight, tomorrow, or if there's no vote and this bill doesn't pass by tomorrow afternoon, the House of Representatives will stay in recess. They will not go home, and they will continue to debate this until they get it passed. So we could potentially be seeing a bill this weekend. We also got some news on a $450,000 check, which is fake news according to the Biden administration. This is actually diving into that $450,000 check for illegal immigrants who were separated from their children over the past couple years. We're also going to talk about a possible gas price problem and what President Biden is potentially doing about this, which just little teaser, it's almost nothing. And then we also want to address how Nancy Pelosi wants a vote, and she wants this vote to happen now. So that's what we're going to discuss in today's video. If you have any questions whatsoever, please ask your questions down in the comment section below. Here's what I can tell you. Multiple reports now indicate that according to the JCT, okay, they are saying that the human infrastructure bill, and this was also reported by the White House as well, the human infrastructure bill will add less to the national deficit than the $1.2 trillion bipartisan infrastructure bill. So this is the problem. This is exactly what Senator Joe Manchin didn't want. He wanted to make sure that the national debt, the national deficit, was not going to be increased because of either one of these bills. And we knew that the bipartisan infrastructure bill was going to increase the national deficit, which means that the human infrastructure bill for 1.75 or reportedly 1.75 trillion, that's one that they need to make sure does not increase the national deficit at all. $0. According to multiple reports, that's not what is going to happen. Moderates are saying that until they see the score from the Congressional Budget Office, the CBO, they will not even consider a vote on this bill, which according to reports, this is the reason why Nancy Pelosi doesn't know. Will we get the vote to happen today, maybe tomorrow, or possibly this weekend? And it's mainly because how long is it going to take for the CBO to come back with a score? Some say it could take them a couple of days, and if it does, this means we might have to wait until this weekend to potentially see this bill actually pass. So, just to give you an idea, what moderates are saying in the House of Representatives is, we're not going to vote. This is coming from, Representative Josh Gottheimer and others, but they're saying we are just not going to vote on this bill until we see the score. But this is pretty consistent with what moderates in the Senate are saying as well, because Senator Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema, they're saying the exact same thing. We want to see the CBO score of this bill before we even are asked to consider a vote. So we'll see what happens there. But what I can tell you is that Nancy Pelosi is pushing to get this passed. She's pushing to get this through. She wanted to know this morning at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, who is going to vote and how are you going to vote? Are you going to vote yes if you are? Okay, great. If you're not, why? What is the reason behind this? Well, according to reports, she got some people to commit, but she didn't get enough. So, according to multiple experts, they are saying that the bill will be put on the floor at some point, but as to when, we just don't know. The expectation is it will happen tonight or tomorrow early morning. But again, as soon as I know more, I promise I will fill you in on that update. What I can tell you is that House Majority Leader Steny Hoyer has confirmed the House will stay in session this weekend. They're not going to go home. They will make sure the deal gets done this weekend, mainly because President Biden needs this to actually pass. Democrats across the United States are upset that the Democratic Party, who has all the majority, okay, they hold the White House, they hold the Senate, they hold the House. They have all the power in the world to pass anything that they want, and they can't even get a deal done. The bill used to be, or was reported, it was going to start at $6 trillion. Then Bernie Sanders cut it down because he negotiated with himself at just $3.5 trillion. And then Senator Joe Manchin said, no, that's too high. I will only go with 1.5. And now it's sitting at $1.75 trillion. And we don't know if any of this is even going to pass. And according to multiple polls from CNN, Fox News, even just comments here on the channel, many people have stated to just scrap this entire bill and start fresh. And let me ask you this again. Are you upset that we are about to spend $1.75 trillion on human infrastructure bill, but there is $0 for stimulus checks? There is extended child tax credit payments, which is good. It's going to help out people with children. There's a partial expansion of Medicare, which is good. It's going to help out seniors, right? There's help for children as far as childcare. Good, right? And there's other things as well, okay? I'm not just saying it's just seniors and children, but the majority of it is children, families, right? It used to be called the American Families Plan. So let me know down in the comment section below, are you a little tired of seeing this bill when there's really nothing in it for just the average person? Single, no family, no children? Are you tired of this? Let me know down in the comment section below, because I bet a lot of people are. One thing I can tell you is if the House passes this bill this weekend, or let's say Friday, what we are hearing is that the Senate and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer would actually call back the Senate in order to have an emergency session, an emergency vote. He says the hope is to get this signed and into law by President Biden before the end of this weekend. So again, all indications are pointing to we got until the end of this weekend. So hopefully Monday morning, everyone wakes up and there's a new bill, or I guess there's not a new bill. I guess we'll see. But here's something else I just want to warn you guys. When this bill passes, this is not it. We are already seeing progressives are extremely upset that all their priorities were not included. So guess what's happening? They're starting the talks of the next bill. And they're starting it before this bill is even passed, or before even all the 50 senators have agreed to support this bill. So again, it's interesting what's happening right now. And as I know more, I promise I will fill you in on all the latest news and updates. But here's something else we're seeing. President Biden is now being asked by the American people, by businesses, by lawmakers to let's do more to lower the price of gas at the pumps. This is something we've been seeing for a while. According to multiple reports, Biden has said that this is not on him, that this is due to companies not producing enough oil. This is not because of him. This is part of the shortage that we are currently having. Supply and demand is taking effect here. But one economist jumped in and said that we are seeing a supply chain issue, and until gas can get from one place to the next, we will continue to see shortages. Which means if we do not have the workers, okay, to transport the gas from, let's say, one place to the next or across the country, that's why we're seeing issues. There's a transportation issue. There's a worker shortage. Obviously, the supply chain issue. Everything is just stacking on top of one another, and it's causing gas prices to go through the roof. But here's what we know. The American people are getting screwed through all of this. Everything is going up. When gas is more expensive, the price of food is more expensive because in order to get the food to the grocery store, we have to transport it, which means we have to pay for that transportation cost. We have to pay for a worker that has to come in from their house or wherever and go to work. Chances are, as we see inflation on food prices, we're also seeing the wages increase as well. So as wages increase, so does everything else. Again, the cost of services will go up because it costs more for the servicer to get to and from certain locations. Let's say you get your lawn mowed, great. It used to cost you, let's say, $40 a week. Now maybe it goes up to $45 because not only do the wages go up for the employee, but gas prices go up for the mower. They got to pay for the truck to get there to take the mower, right? And whatever else, other items you need to get your lawn cut. But again, services are going up. And until gas prices are brought down, according to reports, the American people will pay more. The current gallon of gas, just so you know, as of November 1st, was $3.74 across the United States. In September, the end of September, this price was $3.55 per gallon. So it's gone up almost 20 cents in about a month, in 1 month. It's crazy. But a report this morning is indicating that President Biden has asked oil companies to actually do more, put in a little bit more effort. And he's essentially what he's asking is let the oil companies pay more out of pocket, right, in order to produce more for our country, which would essentially bring oil prices down. Well, is that what the oil companies are going to do? Especially in a time when President Biden is trying to pass a $550 billion package for climate change, which is going to essentially try to put oil companies out of business because he's trying to provide all these different benefits to electric vehicles, right? And so are these oil companies going to bend and cater to what President Biden wants when on the back end he's trying to pretty much shut them down? Make them pay more in taxes? No, it's never going to happen. And so that's what I think is very interesting right now is that President Biden is doing one thing, but he's asking companies to do something completely different. So as I know more there, I'll fill you in on that update as well. But let me know, how much is gas where you live? How much is it per gallon? Right now for me, it's right about $3.69.70. So it's pretty close to the national average. Here's something else I wanted to just fill you in on. That $450,000 check to illegal immigrants that crossed into the United States and then were separated from their children. It's a $450,000 check per child that was separated. According to President Biden, he said that he never thought about sending $450,000 checks to illegal immigrants. This was never him. This is something that was a made-up story from the media. However, according to reports this afternoon, the Justice Department is actually looking into this because this actually did come from the Biden administration. Even a group of 30 Republicans put out a memo to question this move. What was the reason behind it? And they are pushing back against it. So, even though President Biden says this was a made-up story by the media, according to other reports, no, this wasn't a made-up story. This is something that was actually going to happen. There were many facts as to how much it would actually cost if the Biden administration were to, or pretty much the U.S. government were to get sued because of separating children at the border. And this was under former President Donald Trump, but it really doesn't matter. He's not in office right now, so it falls on President Biden. So again, we'll see what happens there. But from what we are hearing, the reports are that the Biden administration got so much heat, not only from the Republicans, from the American people, but from their own Democratic lawmakers who people called in were extremely upset by this, right? Call your representative, let them know your frustrations. A lot of people did that. Well, according to that, that's the reason why the Biden administration is now backing off of their stance and saying that they were not the ones that actually created this story. It was not on them. So we'll see what happens there. But as of right now, this looks like it's pretty much a dead deal. We also know a little bit regarding the $200 Social Security checks. According to multiple comments, and this isn't just here on this channel. I've seen this on other channels as well. I've also seen this across the media and on some other websites as well. But many people are saying that right now, there's a $200 Social Security increase that is coming to them. And I just wanted to warn you that no, there is not. President Biden does not fulfill his promise of that $200 boost to Social Security recipients. That's not happening. The truth is that about $92 per month is going to come to people on Social Security due to the fact that the cost of living adjustment is going to be increased by 5.9%. This is for 2022. We're also seeing that the $800 stimulus check that was being discussed as a way to pay for hearing, dental, and vision, that is still on the table. But some say that there's a chance this could be cut. So just understand, it's still there, but it's for $800, not $200. As for the $200 amount and as for getting checks, honestly, I don't know where this is coming from unless it's really old news. So just understand, as of right now, the two things coming for people on Social Security. Number one is going to be that $92 boost. Okay, that's pretty much the main thing. Whether or not it's going to help you or not, that's what we know. The other benefit would be mainly for seniors, but it's pretty much anybody on Medicare. It's going to be expanding Medicare, the benefits there. And also, you could potentially be getting an $800 check. And this could be for 1 year. We don't know. So as I know more, I promise I'll fill you in on all the latest news and updates. I just want to thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.